Welcome, lovelies, to Music Dramatized, where lyrics find their voice and stories bloom from sound. Here, we don't just hear the music, we live it. This video was inspired by the haunting beauty of With You by Davido featuring Omah Lay. There is a line that lingers, no be makeup, because real love, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't hide. But what if the lie wore lays in pairs and said, I do? Behind the smile, something is breaking, a secret stitched into every step down the aisle. Think you know how this ends? Guess again. Stay watch, because some vows are made to be broken.
Guy, sit down, Mogi. She's fine. 而且一点不不点了没口。这黑人，是边不急，是得是小菜，是非你说苦，是非你说苦。
I beg, Guy, not to exaggerate like that.
You know I'm not.
Your obsession with natural beauty is on another level.
Beauty should be raw, real, not covered in layers. I mean, there's just something about a woman who shows up real.
Okay, fine. That one not fire. 我要录多long，关谁台？一直有时候时间here，越是在来北京 with the right boy in his head.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, it's right.
Anyway, I'm going over there. Wish me luck.
Good luck, lover boy.
In that sea of bodies, light danced off sweat and silk, but one face, hers, stopped time for him. The dance floor shimmered under electric lights. Bodies moved like whispers of heat and rhythm. In the middle of it all, Tobi and Precious. They danced like they'd done it before in a dream. Bodies moving with unspoken rhythm, laughter lighting their faces.
I swear, she glowed different. Natural. Untouched. You've got moves.
And you've got charm. Dangerous combo.
I am to impress. Or at least keep up.
So far, you're doing both.
Their laughter melted into the music. Eyes locked. The beat slowed. Or maybe time did.
I don't usually do this.
Dance with strangers.
You don't feel like a stranger.
Then maybe. I'm not a stranger.
And just like that, they were no longer two people in a crowd. They were the story. Outside the dance hall, the night breathed slower. A soft streetlight poured honeyed shadows across cracked pavement. Tobi and Precious walked side by side, steps in sync, hearts out of rhythm.
It's quieter out here.
Yeah, but I can still hear you laughing in my head.
That's either sweet or creepy.
Let's say sweet, for my ego's sake.
She wrapped her shawl tighter. The breeze caught her curls, and for a moment, Tobi looked at her like she was art, unframed, unfiltered.
Are you feeling cold?
Just the night catching up with me.
Here. Take my jacket.
Chivalry isn't dead after all.
No. It just wears sneakers now.
Their hands brushed. Not by accident, but not on purpose either. In that silence, a promise formed, tender and unnamed. Parked under the hush of moonlight, the car became their world, still and sealed. A half-finished bottle in the cup holder, its glass sweating, whispered that they were softer now. Not sloppy, just blurred, like wine on the tongue of longing. Fog curled softly at the edges of the glass, as if breath and tension had drawn a curtain around them, a drunken veil between what was real and what felt inevitable.
You really brought me all the way here just to hear me breathe.
You don't talk much when you're this close. I like that.
Don't get used to it.
In the glow of the dashboard, his hand reached, not greedy, not unsure, but curious. Her eyes closed before their lips met.
You smell like something I'm not supposed to want.
And yet here you are.
Tell me something. Anything.
I like how quiet you get when you want something.
What if I want you?
Then don't talk.
And in that borrowed night, with the city blurred outside their world of glass and breath, two strangers dared to forget time. The car door creaks open. Cool air rushes in. Tobi and Precious step out, slightly flushed, breathless, escaping the heat of their enclosed world. The car had become too warm, their breath too loud for the silence. So they stepped into the night, hoping maybe cool air could calm hot hearts. Tobi and Precious now stand bathed in the pale shimmer of streetlight, leaning lightly against the car's hood. The city hums around them, but here, there's only them. Laughter softens. Eyes lock again. Their bodies lean close, pulled by gravity not fully understood. A kiss follows, softer this time, lingering, hesitant. In the hush between moonlight and impulse, their kiss returned, as if unfinished business couldn't wait.
Precious. Let's go.
Girl, we're leaving. You can't just disappear like that.
Wait, just a second.
Hey, what about you?
But it's too late. The night swallows her with neon and noise. She's pulled away, laughter trailing behind. Her eyes flick back, just once. A look that says, "Remember me." Tobi remains still, the moment collapsing around him.
She was gone. Just like that. No number. No name. Only a face that stayed.
Was it saving grace or cruel sabotage? Their drunken passions paused. By fate or fear? No one could say. The sun blazed upon Lagos, a market breathing heat and noise. Hawkers cried prices like war chants. Horns blared, the air thick with spice, sweat, hustle, and life. Tobi moved through it all, half in a call, half in a trance, dodging baskets and wheelbarrows like just another Lagosian soul, like memories he never meant to carry. Then, stillness. As if the market forgot how to breathe. Noise paused. No horns, no shouting. As if time had bent. The crowd melted to silence, and in the middle of it all, his eyes found her. Like a glitch in the rhythm. A face he never stopped searching for. Precious.
No way. Isn't that?
You again. And of all places. This city's not that small.
Maybe fate is just being really nosy.
Or maybe you're stalking me.
I would, if I had your number. But your friend snatched you like MI6 agents.
Maybe that was divine protection.
No, that was sabotage. But I would take this as divine reconsideration. Look, I'm not letting fate run off with you twice. Can I finally get your number?
Don't lose it this time.
I never did, and never will. So, should we do this properly now?
Define properly.
No music, no drinks. Just you, me, and a place with less tomatoes.
Sure.
Digits passed. Hearts aligned. Two names now woven into Lagos's song. They strolled where waves whispered to sand. Her laughter louder than the sea. His hand found hers like memory, known before spoken. They joyrode through the city with no map. Her hair out the window, chasing the sky like it owed her freedom. They licked mango juice from their fingers beneath mango trees. They talked without words. Silence became sacred. In candlelight, restaurants blurred, but she stayed clear. A woman with midnight eyes and morning in her smile. She wasn't a dream. She was peace. And peace is rare. The city outside blurs like a moving painting. Inside the parked car, everything is still. A slow song plays on the radio, low and sultry. Tobi and Precious sit close, hands brushing, eyes locked. The night was ripe. For confessions, for skin, for the kind of silence that dares to break. Desire hung between them, not wild but tender. He didn't just want her body. He wanted to be closer to the mystery she was.
You know, I was thinking we could end the night at my place. Just us. No distractions. You don't have to stay unless you want to. I just want more of you.
Tobi, I like where this is going. But I want to wait. I've never done that before, and when I do, I need it to mean something. Not just passion, but commitment and maybe marriage.
You're serious?
Yes, I am.
Then I'll wait.
Some hearts come with locked doors, not to test you, but to protect themselves from everything that came before you. And if you truly love her, you'll learn the rhythm of her key, because when a man waits for a woman's heart, he earns more than her body. He earns her trust. A vibrant explosion of color, culture, and joy. Drums beat like ancient heartbeats. Women ululate, men dance, fabrics shimmer under the hot Nigerian sun. The air is alive with blessings. Weddings in Lagos aren't events. They are epics. And today, two stories weave into one. Wrapped in SOOK and ancestral prayers, they danced. Not just as man and woman, but as a promise whispered into the future. Tobi and Precious stand at the altar, regal in traditional Yoruba attire. Golds, reds, and indigos wrap around them like royalty. They exchange knowing smiles.
This is the moment I dreamed of. When forever becomes a face. And today, that face smiles just for me. She is all mine, her heart, her soul, and her name. Not a page in my story, she is the ink.
Joy dances on my lips today. So full. I almost forget the weight beneath it. What I've carried. I've won well. Delicate truths wrapped in lace. He looks at me like he knows me. And for a second, I believe he does.
The vows were said. The crowd has gone. Now begins the truth. When the world is quiet, and only hearts are loud, morning spills like gold across the room. Tobi enters from the balcony, shirtless, humming softly. His smile is easy, unguarded. The calm after celebration. Then she appears. Precious steps out of the bathroom, steam trailing her like a veil. Her face, bare. No makeup, no contours, no illusions, just her. He had always believed she was natural. The way her glow met light. The way her beauty didn't ask for attention. But now, stripped of artifice and ceremony, she looked like someone else. Or perhaps, too much like herself. He stops, takes a breath, looks again, not in judgment, but confusion. Because what he thought was true had only ever been a beautiful performance.
Precious. Is that you?
Who else could it be if not me, or did you marry another wife today? This is me. No filter. No gloss. Just me.
But you look different.
Maybe because you've never seen me without the performance. But this face was born with my name. I've always had my sister's body frame, slender. But we were twins who barely looked alike. That made deception easier.
You fooled me all this time. But why? To what end?
I knew what you liked, how you like it. Your favorite spots to eat. How you never eat plantain with rice, only yam. That you love rainy evenings, and that you go to the market early to avoid traffic and get the freshest peppers. All of it. I read it in her diary. I studied you through her words long before I ever met you. And at first, it was just a plan. But then, it became real. You became real.
So I was just an assignment. Precious, I still don't understand what's going on.
No. At first, maybe. But somewhere along the line, I stopped playing the role and started falling for the man behind the pain.
What pain? Can you stop talking in parables and tell me what the hell is going on?
You once told me your ex cheated. I thought you were just dragging Patricia. But when I looked into it, I found the receipts. The chats. You didn't break her. She broke you.
Patricia, she was my ex. Your twin. But if I recall correctly, Patricia only had a twin brother. This isn't what I think it is, right?
She had a brother. But she also had a sister. Just not the kind the world wanted to see.
No. No, this must be a joke. You can't be serious. There is no way I was so blind. So utterly blind. Not to see through your facade.
Tobi. My body frame was always feminine, slender, soft. Makeup, that's art. My features. I enhanced them to match exactly what you love: almond eyes, soft jaw, pout lips. The voice took years. The walk, the gestures. All studied. Perfected. Wigs. Clothing. Even the scent I wore mimicked your ideal. And yes, The procedures helped bridge what nature didn't give. So tell me, with all that precision, all that performance, how could you have known?
So you made me love a ghost? And for what? Revenge. For a crime I didn't even commit.
I didn't know.
So what? Is that supposed to make this okay?
No. I made you love me, the most honest part. Yes, at first, I wanted revenge. I wanted you to suffer emotionally, the way she did. But I was wrong. And I understand if you can't forgive me. I wouldn't either.
I'm not gay, precious. You deceived me into being with a man. So congratulations. You didn't just make me suffer. You disgusted me.
I'm not a man, Tobi. Not anymore. Not in body, not in soul. I didn't trick you into loving me. You just saw what the world never let me show.
Maybe I saw what I wanted to see. But now I don't even know who I am anymore. Just get out, precious, and I never want to see your face again.
He stood frozen, not from fear, but from the avalanche of every kiss, every laugh. Every night he traced her skin thinking he knew her. Memories, once sweet, now shattered in slow motion. Love, now a riddle with 1,000 faces, and none he truly knew. Love, when laced with lies, crumbles the loudest when the heart still dares to hope. News travels fastest when shame is loud. A quarrel cracked the morning hush, words flung like stones behind closed doors. But walls in Lagos are thin, and ears, closer than breath. A neighbor paused at his gate, listening not out of malice, but curiosity. And curiosity like smoke found 1,000 mouths. By noon, the story wore 20 names. By sundown, it needed none. The golden groom was now a whispered warning on every tongue. Tobi walks alone down a sunlit street in Lagos. He wears a slightly crumpled, once regal traditional outfit. The Nigerian sun casts long, unforgiving shadows. Once praised, now pitied. The golden groom in stained regalia. A parade of eyes trail him, some curious, others cruel. Whispers rise like dust behind him, each syllable heavier than the last. His wedding, the first the community watched fall apart. Fast, loud, public.
That's him. The one with the man wife. I heard he even kissed her in church. Correction, it's a him. They say it was makeup that fooled the whole house. These days, you don't just look with your eyes. You investigate before saying I do.
Tobi's steps falter slightly, but he keeps walking. Pride bruised, not yet broken. The living room is dim. Bottles litter the table. Tobi slouches on the couch, eyes heavy, still in yesterday's clothes. His mother paces, sweeping up wrappers but more eager to clear the shame than the mess.
So it's true that thing you married was a man. God forbid. Thank heavens she ran before you brought eternal disgrace to this family. Makeup is the devil's veil. Even I couldn't see it. Wonders will never end.
Tobi puts a hand over his eyes, sighs deeply. The weight of shame and silence fills the room.
Mom, please.
Don't mom me. You didn't even see it, you, my smart son. What else are you blind to?
Tobi closes his eyes tighter, one tear finally falling. Judgment wore many faces. Neighbors, strangers, even those who once rocked him to sleep. And in the silence between their words, Tobi's world kept crumbling, quietly. Snow drifts silently outside a dimly lit apartment. A soft jazz ballad plays in the background. Tobi stands by the window, clad in a hoodie, his breath fogging the glass. Winter arrived, not with fury, but with silence. No storms, only stillness. The kind that follows revelation. The kind that freezes time just long enough to feel everything. Tobi stares into the glass, haunted.
The weather's getting cold, and it reminds me of you. I'm young, ordinary. And yet somehow, I've lived through something so profound, it shattered what I thought love was. I should hate you. But every creak in this house, every breath of wind against the glass, it all feels like you. I've gone half senile from missing you. Paranoid with memory. haunted by the echo of a love I never saw coming. I couldn't forgive the lie, but I can't live without the love either. You weren't born a woman, but somehow you became my woman. And now, every sound feels like you trying to come back. Should I hate you or love you? I hate that I love you. Maybe it was makeup. Maybe it was truth. But what we had, that was real, right?
The apartment groans softly in the stillness. He turns. Nothing. Just the sound of his own breath.
You loved a woman who wasn't born one. But I loved like a woman who knew how to break and still held you like peace.
Once, makeup was powder and pigment. A simple brush, a little charm. Now it's illusion reconstruction, transformation, a veil not always meant for beauty, but for escape, to conceal what life wouldn't let us show. Some wear it to enhance, some to hide, and others to deceive. But what's worse, the one who hides their face, or the one who hides their heart? In a world where truth wears foundation, can love still find its bare face? Tobi exhales again. The name on the window lingers even as the fog fades. What will be their fate?